Hello, my name is Shadley and welcome back to another episode of Colombian Space Unity Supreme World Ultimate. And in the previous episode we were declared by... both the USA and China declared war on us, which honestly was to be expected. And I'm kind of expecting Canada to join in the fray, which they might, quite frankly, and then maybe Italy. Let's actually have a look. Even though the volatility should be low, provocation... We don't need to see colonies, but yeah, there's a lot of smaller nations. Australia, maybe. Ottomans might declare war. Also, Hungary might declare war again. Italy might declare war. Yeah, there's a lot of nations that... Actually, let's look at it this way. Who is the least likely to declare war? That would be Kurdistan. Then Fiji, Samoa, Iran. I mean, China wasn't even that high, but they still declare war on us. So that's a bit of an issue. Oh, what did we build there? Ah, coal power plants, right. That means that we'll at least have a bit more power to sell to people. Which I suppose is fine. Alright then, well, let's get back to the war, shall we? So USA is still pouring troops one by one in here, and for the most part we're still destroying them one by one. Although we are taking a bit of damage on the one garrison unit in here. On the other hand, it hasn't had rest throughout this entire conflict, so attrition does make its way in there. Oh, right, yeah, they managed to land some troops here. I'll just try to defend the south for the time being, because that's probably the best I can do there. Oh, they managed to land there, I see. We do have some submarines over here. What I could potentially do is get the submarines somewhere over here to start kind of destroying more and more of the troops. And is that? Yeah, that's just merchant marines. Not for long though. There we go. So let's actually take a quick gander at the losses again for USA. Oh right. We'll go at the bottom of the list. So USA has lost 1900 already, so at least 300 during this war. Maybe more. But that's fine by me. And they have, what, 5.7 million in army now? It's... They lost 40,000 men at least. That's quite a bit of casualties, so how much are we doing? Okay, there's still a little bit of deficit, but it's not too bad right now. We are losing a bit of territory up here, though. So, can we go ahead and destroy... Oh, wow, that's a lot of units there, actually. Luckily, this tank is actually really good most of the time, but yeah, we might actually lose a lot of land here. And if we lose India, then we lose India. There's not too much I can do about it. Do have the troops here. I wonder, how's the supply map mode? Okay, there's potentially a little bit around here. But it doesn't actually reach through. Okay, so... yeah, supplies are going to be an issue, that's for sure. But let's focus on this a little bit. Okay, so there's a lot more merchant marines. They're probably trying to do a landing somewhere, but we can probably sink most of them. I would imagine, at least. Do have a South Dakota class ship over there. Now, I'm not entirely sure if they're just trying to take the troops through the Panama Canal or if they're trying to land somewhere here. But in any case, we're not going to let them do that. Yeah, there's a lot more troops over there that have been destroyed. You know what? Why don't you just get in there instead? Did we get we did get some of the supply trucks. Right, I'm just gonna entrench you in here so you can supply a lot more units. Yeah, that one garrison unit in here on the front line is gonna be destroyed soon. Very soon, in fact. Not to mention, we're losing a lot of Zulus. Where the hell is this happening? Oh, I see. They have an escort somewhere which we cannot see. We'll need to search for it. Unfortunately, the Zulus have very small spotting range, whereas the enemy ship can be firing from afar. Okay, it must be somewhere over here because it has the range all around there. Or maybe over there. Oh well, there was something in here, but oh, that's now firing on us. Okay, so the Zulus are not really a good option. But we can still defend Panama Canal quite nicely.
We need reinforcements.
We need reinforcements indeed. Georgetown. Agreed. Have we got on the barracks is still 12 days away, so that will take some time. Because I guess this is the World War III right now. Or is it this the World War II technically, since the First War... Well, no, there was a peace in between at some point. But then it started again, so yes, this would be World War III. And this timeline. It's gonna be the war to end all wars. Because no doubt there's not gonna be America or China after this. And no doubt Canada will join the war at some point. Now, how are we doing in terms of money? We're still losing a little bit. I don't suppose we could cut down the infrastructure funding a little bit. Now that means a little bit less production, of course, but at the same time it means that there's going to be a bit less consumption, or rather expenditures. There's going to be less expenditures, so we might be able to break it even more or less. Yeah, we actually made 200 million out of that now. So have these gotten levels yet? Oh yes, they have. What about these? No, those have not yet. Do we have... we have plenty of supplies there. I'm going to move the barnacles down to there. Let's get a little bit closer. And how's the supplies over... Ooh. Okay, we've got plenty of supplies there. Let's move in one step closer, just sink that one, then we'll get a little bit closer again. While keeping in the supply region. Oh, that is a battleship. Okay. I'll wait for that to be within range and then we'll take out that one. Okay, so have we have lost some garrisons in here actually. We're down to 4. Oh wait, no. We're still trying to get more, but it's since because the garrison is constantly activated, it's not really a good situation. Oh, we're still supporting the government in China. Probably shouldn't be doing that. Domestic price of agriculture too high? Well, too bad. Right, China. Oh wow, we still have Hong Kong. I didn't realize that. Right, we don't support that. We can technically fund insurgencies, but I'm not entirely sure if there's a lot of places that would... Well, no, actually, I know that there is some places where that might spawn, but let's start cleaning up this island here. Then we did capture that. The tank needs to be repaired. Did we have a barracks somewhere down here? Not there. What about Singapore itself? No, it doesn't look like it. Okay, I'm just gonna retreat you to somewhere over there then. Far behind the lines. Green Berets over here can probably entrench in there. We lost Zulus and Archimedes. Let's go ahead and get rid of that escort. It has annoyingly long range against submarines, but it can still be sunk. There we go, that's yet another ship sunk. Okay, so yeah, we still have 4 garrisons out of the 7 that we had there. So we've lost a fair bit of them. But now we are making money again. I'm going to increase the science funding a tiny bit. Should still be breaking even. Just so that we can get some of the things researched. So I actually wonder, how good is the... Oh, the combat time is still only 2 on the Storm Hunter. It does have pretty good combat stats otherwise, but it's just it can not keep on fighting for long is the problem. And I don't think we have any other things that would be worthwhile unlock. Military weapons advances. Ah, this is going to unlock some new weapons then, or new units rather. Well, that's going to be handy. Oh wow. Didn't make a lot of profit in the previous day in game, but that's fine. We're no longer really in a capitalist society, we're more in a mercantilist society where we're just trying to make sure that we don't buy from elsewhere as much as we can avoid it. Actually, that reminds me. We still have... okay, we built another 4 to reach the next even... hold on, how much was that? Yeah, 1,000 lumber mills. That should be enough for a tiny bit, although it's probably not enough to actually even meet our demands here, but... oh well. Actually, how bad is the unemployment right now? 47%! Okay, that's quite high. I'm guessing there's quite a bit of people leaving. Some. But the population is still growing. Although we only have 2.1 billion population. Considering that we own India, among other things, it's not actually all that much. We'll probably get down here, right? Yep. Oh, looks like we lost another Archimede somewhere. Over there, do we... oh, right, we got the submarines from Europe arriving soon. Well, eventually, anyway. We should have more ships here. Oh, that's a few Zulus. Okay, do we have... the closest place that we can dock in is probably in the Caribbean. Let's go in there. We're trying to send some troops into Bridgetown, I reckon, but they're not going to succeed. Now, let's have a look at the death toll so far. So they lost 21, okay. Oh, right, each ship counts as 2, or each transport rather, because it kills both the transport and the unit inside, so that kind of inflates the numbers quite a bit. It's calmed down a fair bit in here. Unfortunately, we still don't really have an attack force ready. But, how's the troops in Africa? I know that we started sending the troops there, but they are not there yet. They're slowly making their way towards the port. Now, how is the Chinese front? Could be better. There's a lot of bombardment going in here. Oh wow, that's a lot of missiles. Okay. Let's get back to Rangoon. That unit is probably destroyed soon enough. Which is a bit unfortunate, but we can go ahead and destroy the heavy supply truck at least. And maybe even the light infantry down here. You over there. Do we have... right, so there's still something over there. We can send in one of the tanks to clean that up. Another tank can be probably sent over here. Oh, and they're still trying to attack this. Okay, well that Green Beret is still defending valiantly. Oh, and apparently someone's trying to move through here, but they've got no supplies whatsoever. I see. Okay, how many... no, we haven't gotten next levels of upgrades quite yet. Or, oh, promotions. Oh, the sloop gunboat. Okay, you can probably go and repair over there in Panama. Luckily that repair location is rather nearby. Okay, that artillery really needs to be moved so that they're not constantly firing on this fortification. Well, it's a good thing that we are kind of damaging it. The problem that I wanted you to be here so you could actually fire on the enemies approaching the defensive lines. We lost another Zulu somewhere. Oh, around Nassau. Okay, Nassau is gonna fall soon then. Because we can't really defend against that. Oh, that's another submarine. There we go. That's gone. They have massive amounts of these combat engineers. Okay, Okay, now we are back to losing a little bit money. That might be because of the production values have dropped because of the lower infrastructure funding. We've got another tank approaching. But yeah, once we get the Africa core, so to speak, into South America, which actually is probably going to take some time due to no supplies and all that. Actually, we do have a fair bit of tanks over here already. So why don't you sea transport over to... not there. Do we not have any ports here? Oh wait, no, I think we had one here, didn't we? Thought we did, but maybe we didn't. So try and figure out a location where I can drop them by and then they can get around. I mean, another option would be to go somewhere like, say, Argentina. Got some motorized engineers there. We could even, because there is a railway connection more or less all the way through South America from there, so we can use that one. Speaking of which, I suppose we could send these troops up north as well. Still a lot of submarine warfare going on. Not entirely sure where exactly it is. Ah, sounds like here. No, those Zulus have gotten some promotions. And what about... Okay, there's a combat going in there, but the elite forces are holding on for the time being. So where's the submarines? Ah, over here, slowly approaching. Oh, what's this? Oh, we got a capital ship. Okay, I'll just pull you back to more or less safety for the time being. And we got another... Oh, right, that Barracuda is defending area there. Oh, no, not Barracuda, Barnacle. Get these over here in case they try to send in troops through here again. And this is probably the best location for the Barnacles down there for the time being. Right, how's the situation in India? We're probably losing ground still in various locations. Let's go and destroy those. Oh wow, that's quite a siege of Rangoon. The funny part is that I can still probably hold on for the time being. Just push them out one by one. It's the Air Force that I need to be careful with, because that is going to be a problem. Okay, I think we need to pull back again. And push the recon back at least. Right, do we have any more troops in here? We've got a few units down here. I'm not entirely sure if these will be enough to stop any of the enemies, but we can probably send them down to there. Then we can maybe try striking along here, destroying the land production area. Or capturing it, rather. We're going to start making more troops in here. We're losing about 100 million per day right now. It's not a massive speed. We can keep that going for a little while. But there is a merchant marine here going somewhere. In reinforcements, is that Kathmandu? Oh. Yes, that would be a good place for some garrisons, quite frankly. But we are the #1 in terms of technology, that's for sure. I mean, USA might have few things on us. Actually, no, they don't. We sold them quite a few things, actually. But they don't have the nanometal body armor, for example, or thermobaric weapons, commercial satellites even. They do not have. Speaking of satellites, we still have the full coverage with communications, so that's nice. We don't have the spy satellites, which technically we could make. Wait, what? America. Oh, right. I forgot that we had the attack going in here. It took a while. Now that's been captured. Also, the attack's down here. We didn't actually capture that yet, but we should be able to do that now. Capture some of that, and then we'll probably go around northern part first. Capture all the rubber plantations there. And then turn south. Then go to Java. And then Borneo, we have all the troops there, capturing that. We do have the troops in here. We could potentially start pushing further north, but at the same time, we don't have a massive force in here. So I'll probably just stay on defensive for the time being. Until we can somehow get some reinforcements there, which I'm not entirely sure how we do that. Can't take too much troops from Europe, because Italy and Austria-Hungary might still declare war on us. I mean, I suppose UK is something that we don't really need to be defending that much. We could start building more troops there as well, but at the same time, money is going to be an issue. The troop productions do cost a fair bit, like already what we have is costing us... Oh, actually no, here, so 126 million per day. Which, okay, it's not that massive, but it's still quite a bit in grand scheme of things. Or it does add up quite a bit in the end. Zulu in there, and we'll keep them there for the time being. At least the Barnacle does have pretty good range for spotting things, so that's good. Actually, it's only 17 kilometers by the looks of it. But do we have something else that is spotting that? No, I don't think we do. Or maybe it's enhanced spotting, that could also be it. Oh wow, we're actually bombarding all the way there. Okay, so it looks like the enemy attacks have stopped here in Panama. So even when we have some troops arriving, it's... Let's see, some of the transports are near Cape Verde right now. But those, yeah, it's gonna take some time for them to actually reach Argentina. But they should be able to reach there safely. And then it's going to take a long while for them to actually get into Panama. I mean, we are building troops in here. It's going to take some time. Let's start gathering up some tanks from here anyway. To kind of figure out if we have troops in sufficient numbers to start attacking the enemy. Cleaning up some of the nearby areas. If we could take Costa Rica, or San Jose as the capital, from them, I could set up some new defensive line there and slowly start pushing northwards. So the Dora will have quite a few tanks, so I think we have enough to actually start pushing forward a little bit. And Trondheim got supply depots, that's good. Okay, I think that's at least most of the tanks, so I'll send them down that way. Most of the artillery has arrived in their locations now. There's one unit that refuses to move. Of course, it does have the fire will on, so yeah, it just kind of just see targets. Okay, Storm Hunter is still 34 days away. But that will then lower the science cost a little bit. Nothing massive, but a little bit. So where are the tanks now? There they are. Let's have a look at the situation in the east again. We do not have the infantry over there yet. They are slowly approaching, and this could probably be sent down there as well. Still holding here. They're not actually bombarding us either. Not right now. There's an enemy tank there. How is the war on the northern front? Looks like it's quite stagnant. Alright, let's have a look. So, food, we actually have quite a bit of excess in production. Still gonna keep the price as it is. The domestic price. Timber, unfortunately we can't increase the domestic price. It's already 200%. But there's not a massive deficit, so the expenditures buying all that shouldn't be that big of a deal. Let's actually have a look. So it takes 2.2 million to buy that, and then 20.8 billion to buy all the petroleum that we need. That reminds me, maybe we should get a few more gas fields somewhere. That would be 423, and let's build another 2. Now, I know that it does cost a bit extra, but it will pay itself back in the end. Okay, so that's another merchant marine being sunk. Good. We should have enough of the tanks now. Oh, we did actually still have another 2 that we can send in. There's going to be kind of a reserve unit. So these, assuming that these are all, yes, these are all the tanks that we wanted to be having. I'll send them over here. We'll probably try to get across there. We'll go ahead and destroy the garrison mortar over there, or garrison and the mortar over there. Capture that. We may need to pull back after that. But they'll at least have a bit of a less garrisons in there. And it looks like we are actually replenishing the garrisons in the fortifications here. So that's going to be handy. Oh, are they going to be sending a counterattack? They might be. Let's see. Oh, they're attacking. No, we must send troops to intercept. You will try. And you will die. Okay, well, we took a tiny bit of damage. We're still a lot more than what we took. That much is certain. Oh, there's another merchant marine there, another there, going somewhere else. Okay, not enough to kill each one of those, but certainly enough to push them back. I mean, technically we could just use this to build a trench here. Then once the trench is ready, we can push into the next one, build a trench and so forth. Inch our way towards the cities. Let's see this. Oh. Yeah, it's still Kathmandu. I think it will hold for the time being. Oh, will that? Oh, yes, we destroyed one. As soon as we start getting some promotions in these units, then the killing speed, so to speak, will increase even further. Or we could even send these 2 to join that group. So it will be another 2 to firing at the enemy. That should actually do quite a bit. Now, I do wonder, how long of a range does the mortar have now? 39. It's partially suppressed, thanks to our artillery. Okay, they do have quite a few waves of units approaching again. We do have another 2 tanks here that we could send in. So we'll have a total of 14 tanks in this stack. That's going to be quite substantial. Well, let's move forward. Charge! Oh, are they now bombarding us? I think they are. But it doesn't do much damage, it fires every now and then. We're still just pushing everything back. Okay, the world market opinion is now 3.8%, so it is growing slightly. Actually, I think that was just us bombarding that. No, it is actually bombarding us. Alright then. Do we have supplies there? Yes, we do. 9%. We can slowly make our way there. Is that a lake? No, that's jungle. Let's get down here. Although I probably should have waited for those to be destroyed first, but there we go. We can now get into the industrial complex. They can start attacking the defensive line again. Oh, they have some artillery up there. I see. Probably need to wait for some supplies before we move forward. But with that, we are actually out of time for this episode. So, if you enjoyed this, please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Also, check out the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.